Hey, what's up, everybody? Just still keeping y'all posted. Hurricane Florence is but you know what? The Lord is awesome, because there was a rainbow in the sky, and I said, God, I thank you. Thank you for reminding me. Thank you for your promise. And I'm going to tell you, people are out here, and I'm not trying to hype it up, but people are truly stressed. They're concerned, they're worried. So just so y'all know, me and my family, we're gonna hunker down at Mama's house, because Mom has, of course, a brick house. I live in a brick apartment, but still, she wants her children with her. And so, like I said, it don't matter how old y'all. Plus, her downstairs has reinforced walls in the hallway. And we're all just gonna, like I said, we're gonna just pile in there on her. She let it be known, no, ain't none of y'all staying. Even though, like I said, we're further inland, but because this hurricane is 500 miles wide, it's gonna put a hurting down. So anyway, that's where I'm gonna be. It's Wednesday right now, and the time of it making landfall is now being pushed back, because what's happening is it keeps stalling. It's only moving like 5 miles an hour, but it keeps stalling. But the good news is it's weakening, if that is to be good news, but it keeps stalling. So that is the fear of the meteorologists, is that if it continues on stalling the way it's doing, that means when it makes landfall, it's going to stall even the more, causing more water to be dropped. And then again, the flooding. So it was supposed to make landfall on the shore around 5-6 o'clock on Thursday. Now it's been pushed back to almost 2 a.m. Friday morning. So again, every day we'll just have to see. Every day we'll just have to see what the trajectory will be. Will it be further north? Will it go further south? Every day this trajectory is changing. So I guess by the end of today, and of course at work we all are looking. But yeah, as far as me and my family, Rex, I gotta talk with him. I don't know if he's gonna try to go and stay with his mother, because she lives further inland, just so he can be there with her. So anyway, we're all just getting our ducks in a row. I'm good to go. I got a full tank of gas. I've got my water. I'm getting extra water now that which I've already just got, since I know I'm going to be at my mama's. Me, Tony, Lisa, Lauren. I'm not sure if Kathleen's, which is my granddaughter's mother, I'm not sure if she's going to come at my house, or she's going to go to her dad's house. I haven't been able to get up with my son just to make sure that they're okay, because like I said, he lives about 30 minutes away from us, so they're further away. So they'll get wind and rain and all that, but they're good where they are there, because they're further out. Other than that, y'all, that's all we can do is hunker down, just wait it out. We're listening to the authorities, and some of you have asked, why don't you evacuate? Well, I'm not in an area where they have made that mandatory. It's mostly everybody on the eastern shore, right there where the storm surge and the ocean is, and some cities or counties close to it. Like I said, we're like in the center, more north, if you will, of the state, where we reside. So we're far enough in that they haven't required us to evacuate. So we're just gonna have, you know, hurricane force winds, rain, and we'll just, you know, pray and hope for the best. The big thing is it's not trying to get out in it, being a looky-loo. And like I said, statistics have shown, and they say it every year, people, after the storm is over, it's quiet. All the winds have subsided, and what people do is they go out, and then they're out trying to see, trying to look, and that's when all the flash floods, because the flash floods and the overflow, see, it takes 1 or 2 days for the different noose rivers to break and crest and all of that. That's when people go out and start trying to look, and that's when your flood waters come. And you might have went over that road going to see something, but then when you try to come back, the flash flood has occurred. And what people try to do, they get a false sense of security because they're in their big Ford F-50s or Tundras or any car really, and they try to go. But once that current takes your car, honey, it's over. Because water is it doesn't discriminate, and water is extremely strong. The current is extremely strong. So, you know, like I said, you know, I'm a type of person, I'd rather be safe than sorry. I contacted my insurance company because I have renter's insurance. My stuff is covered, of course, you know, since the actual building or apartment is not, I don't own it. Of course, the landlord owns it. As far as the structure, that falls under him, but the contents, meaning the contents of that apartment, I'm covered. I'm not in a flood prone area per se, if you will, because I mean, if you're in the eye or the trajectory of any storm, let me tell you, it don't matter. You may get flooded out. But anyway, the contents, which are my contents, I'm covered. And one thing that I did when I first got my renter's insurance is that I sent them pictures of all the contents. But what I also did yesterday, I took the time out and I took pictures. And the blessing is, being a YouTuber, I pretty much filmed in every area of my house. But I just went ahead and took extra pictures. I took a picture of each room. I opened up every cabinet and just did a quick picture of everything in every room, appliances. I also took pictures of, you know, like when you, in your refrigerator, it has like the production date and all that stuff, the little steel sticker that's in your refrigerator, on your stove, your TVs. I took pictures of all of that so that, you know, I can get the proper replacement value if something were to occur. I opened up all my closets and just took a snapshot of my clothing, my shoes. Like I said, in all of my important papers, documents, policies, all that, I've got that in a Ziploc waterproof. Oh, and another thing I heard, they said if you have a dishwasher, because dishwashers are normally survive hurricanes and they're waterproof, they said to take all your important papers and all that good stuff, put it in the Ziploc bag, or you can put it right there in the dishwasher and close it up, because again, your dishwasher is waterproof, and put all your important papers in there so that it's, you know, it's easy accessible whenever but you know, I don't have a dishwasher, but I have made copies and stuff like that of all my policies and have put them in different places. But anyway, just little good tips that, you know, now that we have opportunity and time to get certain things done and prepare and plan. And so anyway, these are just nuggets. Anyway, hey Yvette, I love you. Prissy P, what's up, girl? Let's hunker down. We gotta do it. Shannon, I know you watch my channel. Hey, and all my North Carolinians, South Carolinians, listen, y'all, we're gonna make it through this. I affirm it in the name of Jesus with the help of the Lord, because the Lord is good and his mercy endureth forever. And I thank you, Father God, for your mercy that you will give us this day and the days to come. Amen. I am not in their hopelessness, but let me tell you, I don't want to be so earthly bound. I don't want to be so heaven bound that I'm no earthly good. And the Lord give us scruples up here to use our brain, use what he's given us to make good sound decisions that'll benefit our lives and our loved ones. So anyway, I would only just come on and just give you a little, again, just update and let you know what we're doing as a family. And making sure mama's taken care of, making sure everything is in place and we're there. And the blessing is mama has a generator, and Tony's going to be going over there later on today and, you know, doing what he needs to do to have it on standby to hook up. Because like I said, with these type of storms, you don't know if you're going to be out of power for a day or a week. And so, you know, anyway, so that's what we're doing. And like I said, if anything, I can't express enough, we're at the start of hurricane season. Do what you need to do to prepare your family. And they already said a gallon per day per person. So make sure you have enough water. Like right now, for those of you who can't afford to be buying all that water, guess what? Rinse out the milk jugs. Boil you some water now. Rinse out the milk jugs. Go to the dollar store and maybe buy you 5 of those water pitchers. You know, they run $1. And guess what? Go ahead on and start boiling you some water, or go ahead on and start running your tap water from your kitchen sink and fill up, you know. Use some of those pitchers of water. I know a lot of y'all will fill up your bathtub with water, so you could at least use that to flush your toilets. Just little things you can do to help you along the way. Because like I said, that water, because see, I've been twice, for 2 days I've been trying to get water, and the trucks have been delayed, and all of that. So for 2 days I haven't been able to get water. Now I do have filtered water on my in my refrigerator, but I do buy bottled water anyway. And so for 2 days they've been out of water, and the trucks have been running late for delivery. So they finally got a shipment in to my local food line last night, but the truck came after the store would be closed. So I went first thing this morning and got me 2 32 packs of Deer Park of Deer Park water. And when I got there this morning, now check this out, food line opens up at 7 a.m. I get there a little bit after 8:30, and they were already down to 1 pallet. And on that 1 pallet, it was almost gone. It might have been 20 more 32 pack of water. So that just lets you know how quick that water. And I thought, Lord, I thank you that I decided to get up and go this morning before I go into work. Because if I had waited to this evening again, they would have been sold out again. Because they don't have another truck coming till late, because they're trying to disperse water all over the state of North Carolina. Because you figure, again, 500-mile radius, and everybody's getting it in. And they finally, and I grabbed me some Vienna sausages, because they had, I grabbed me like 10 of those. Because I'm gonna tell you now, a lot of people may not think it's good nutrition value, but honey, let me tell you, when you can't get out for 2 or 3 days, those little Vienna sausages will hold you over with some hot sauce. What? Oh, please, y'all act bougie if you want to, honey. But anyway, so I grabbed me some Vienna sausages, and I'm taking those over to mom. And of course, you know, mama keep food, so, but I'm gonna buy some stuff too. I'm gonna figure out if there's anything else she needs. And what we're gonna do is cook up a bunch of meat. So, and we got lunch meat and all that kind of stuff. And I do know what I need to do though, is I need to get some ice in a little, I got a cooler, and just fill up. Thank God we got these little kiosk stations set up all over the city where I live. It's like an ice machine. It's like a vending machine ice, and they make ice, and you just go up there and you can bring your cooler. They have the little ice bags, and you just going to fill up. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do that. Excuse me. I'm going to try to do that this evening. Going to fill up a cooler of ice, and that way we can keep stuff cool if the power goes out. And because see, one thing about those generators, you can hook up your refrigerator, perhaps if you got an electric stove or something like that. Just those essential things. You know, you ain't gonna be able to hook up the generator unless people who can afford it and have done it. A lot of people, when they build their homes, they go ahead on and have generators built into their homes, so in the event of something happen, they can just flip that generator or generators on, and their whole house is, you know, has power. But most people who buy generators, they only hook up essential appliances to that generator, like i.e. a stove, if it's electric stove. Some people who live out in the country, their water is they're on a water pump, so they have to have electricity for that pump to pump water. So they'll hook up their water pump to that. And like I said, refrigerator. Some people even got their TVs hooked up to it. So you know, most of the time when you see people with generators, it's that because they have children, they have people that have medical equipment that they have to keep going because they got stuff that they get their own you know, they have to have certain medical equipment that they have these. So it's a lot to think about and go on, but you know, that's the beauty of knowing and having time to sit down with your family and say, okay, this is what is priority. Little Susie has to have her breathing machine. Okay, so now we got to find extra battery packs or whatever to make sure that regardless of what happens, she still can get her medicine. She still can get her medical treatment. So you just have to prioritize. And I know I'm running my mouth a lot, but I'm just, you know, it's serious. It's serious business, y'all. It can't be that you have a knee-jerk reaction at the last minute. I think it's a blessing when we can plan, and not everybody has money to be able to relocate, and we understand all that, but whatever the things you can do that'll benefit you and your family, you need to go ahead on and do it. So anyway, y'all, I done ran my mouth long enough. I'll try to continue to keep y'all updated up until the storm hits, so you know, everything will go black, if you will, so that everybody's hunkered down. And then after the storm and things quiet down, then I can get back on and give y'all an update. And so, but anyway, I tell you, it's something. And I'm gonna tell you too, it's either from one extreme to the next extreme. Some people going through this, because it's a disturbance of your norm. It's an interruption to your norm, okay? And I'm gonna tell you, and I just have to pray, there are so many people that are so mean. You're gonna get two extremes. You're gonna get people who are just camaraderie. Come on, we all are in this together. Let's help one another. Yeah, you need help putting stuff in your car. Wonderful. Everybody gets along. Everybody will recognize, well, hey, look, we in the same boat. Ain't no need of us acting foolish. And everybody's together. And then you get the other extreme where people are so ugly and so nasty. And here's the case in point. When I was getting my water this morning, I said, there was, you know, the man that was ringing me up, the cashier, he was an elderly gentleman. I said, well, good morning. How are you doing today? You know, and that's just me. And he said, you know what? I'm tired, but I'm here. I said, amen. I said, you know what? The Lord is good, and he going to get us through this. And I just pray your strength in the Lord, that you continue to be able to endure through this. Because I know they're tired. I'm telling you, these grocery stores, these folks in the grocery stores, and you know, that was the other thing about Jeffrey Owens. And I tell the Lord, thank you. Is he not getting job offers, y'all? Do what? Yes, the Lord is good. And so that's why you can't shame people. You can't belittle people. Everybody's job is important. Because for something you won't do, there's somebody else that will. You know? And so, you know, with him, I thank God for the cashiers. I thank God for the waitresses. I mean, come on now. They're providing a service, you know. And so he said, you know, but anyway, back to him. And so he began, you know, finished ringing me up. And he came and stepped from around the register. And I thought he was going to just push my cart for me. He said, you know what, hold on, ma'am. And he grabbed my hand. I said, yes, sir. He said, you know, I want to just thank. And he did it in front of everybody, too. He said, I want to just thank you. He said, you have blessed me today. He said, over the past couple of days, you have been the most refreshing person that I've had to deal with since all this Florence hurricane stuff has come. And he said, you know, I just want to just personally say thank you. Thank you for not being ugly. He did. Those were his exact words. Thank you for not being ugly. And he said, yeah, you going and you have, I said, you do the same, sir. I said, you do the same. And so that's why I said, that's why I try to speak to people. I try to recognize people. I try to, you know, if I'm not deep in my, if I'm not deep in my own zone, but for the most part, I try to be the same everywhere I go, because you never know how you're going to bless somebody, how you have changed. Because see, I look at it like this. God, thank you for using me, because guess what? After me, he may continue to get the most nastiest, rudest people. But the Lord will use you, that his mind will go back. But you know what? At 8 something this morning, I had a woman that really encouraged, and he can hold on to that, and all these other people that may come through his line that might be ugly to him, he can hold on to how I just acknowledge. See, that's the thing. People just want to be acknowledged. Let people know they have value. You know, and I probably ain't gonna be the only one that's gonna go through there and be, you know, nice to him. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that, you know, a lot of time we can be so caught up, good God Almighty, because that's what it is. And rightfully so, this is serious business that's getting ready to go down. But we can be so caught up in our own stuff. And I'm not saying that's a wrong thing, because I mean, I've been guilty of it too. But I'm just saying in general, we can be so consumed. Oh, y'all, I'm chewing some juicy fruit gum. I don't know what made me pick up juicy fruit, but honey, it sure is good. It's juicy. About to choke me. But I rebuke that. But yeah, we can get so consumed that we don't even see people. And I guess when I say, you know what, hi, good morning, how are you doing this morning? You know, because I know everybody's rushing through this line. Look, they're trying to get situated. I get it. I totally get it. And I didn't, you know, I was just, you know, again, value. You're valuing people. And that just touched my heart. I said, God, I thank you. I thank you that I am a yielded vessel that can just pause even my own little concern. I mean, if you're not human. And I love the Lord, and I know he's my protection, and if anything happened, I will rest in his book. Oh, we know all of that, absolutely. But I'd sit up here and try to and be faking it and try to, oh, you know, I ain't worried about. Oh yeah, I am. I got a family. I'm human. My body, God made me genetically to feel things, to discern things, to, you know, move and breathe and have my being. I mean, he created us as this type of body, a relationship body. So I'm only, you know, I'm only doing what I was created. Part of what I was created to do. So yeah, I will get on here and tell, oh, you're a woman of God, what are you in fear for? No, it ain't a spirit of fear. It's a spirit of concern, if you will. Or it's just concern that, you know, again, there's a prepared place for a prepared people. And Lord, thank you that you're giving me everything I need to prepare myself for whatever is coming. I mean, you know, that's just being smart. But anyway, like I said, I've been running my mouth. Because I'm telling you, even though I have the peace of the Lord, that's why I always say, God bless and may the peace of the Lord be with you. And even though I have the peace of the Lord, there's a lot of people that may look at this video, and even my own co-workers, that may not have that peace. And they are really, really feeling it. And they're really, really, you know, oh my God, what if I lose everything? I get it. I totally do. So we have to be strong and be pillars for other people, even though we ourselves have concern. But there are some people that look to you, just like that man in that grocery store, you know? People look to you to encourage them. That man, I mean, he came from behind his register to personally grab my hand and say, I thank you for not being ugly. He said, you have been one of the most pleasant person I have dealt with since the announcement of Hurricane Florence. He said, and I just want to personally thank you. I said, well, you're absolutely welcome. I said, you know what? You be encouraged. And like I said, you know what? People need encouragement. They really, really do. They need encouragement. So, Lord, I thank you that I was mindful enough to not be consumed. Oh, I gotta get that water. I gotta get this water before. Oh, I gotta get it. And then I looked at there was a video that had surfaced. I don't even know where it was. Let me tell you something. They were in Walmart, and they would get, oh my God, the business. These folks was fighting. You would have thought it was Black Friday. Let me tell you something. When you feel like you're gonna lose it all, you actually lose it all, and you really lose your bearings. I'm serious. So it's always, you know, the saying is stop and smell the roses. Sometimes we have to calm our spirit, and we have to say, okay, Tonya, breathe it in. Just breathe it in. Have you a woosah moment. Just pause. Just pause. And so anyway, let me go. I'm here at work. Let me go and knock out these 8 hours, and then again, be a beacon of encouragement for people when you're about to be in a crisis or going through one, whether it be that of a physical, natural, weather-wise, or personal. You know. Anyway, let me get. I love y'all. Like I said, I'll keep you posted. Like I said, we all gonna be hunkered down at Mama house. So if I'm able to record, because you know we're gonna have to conserve. If we run out of power, we're gonna have to conserve our batteries so we can just communicate. But maybe we'll be able to record a little bit and just talk and enjoy each other as a family, you know. And this is one of them ways too you can get close, and because y'all gonna be under the same roof for a while. Hopefully don't nobody get mad. But anyway, let me go. I love y'all. God bless. And may the peace of the Lord be with you. Bye, y'all.